Good evening and welcome to Rare Candy. Today I've spent the day over at LCS, London Card Show, at Sandown Park. We were going around seeing all the vendors, everything that was on show for this month's LCS. There was a range of different card types. There was Yu-Gi-Oh! There was all the sporting types, football, American football, baseball cards, a real sort of array of different vendors, but predominantly the majority of the show was filled with Pokemon. This video we're just going to show you some of the picks, some of the pulls, some of the finds that we got. First of all, the pass itself came with a goodie bag, typically not always the best of things, the goodie bag, but I will show you anyway. So we had a fantastic notepad. They had somehow done a deal with the Pokemon Company, I guess, to utilise this actually quite poorly drawn Pokeball there, but that will come in handy, I'm sure. Volt-X had us a pretty awesome sleeve bag here. So this is sleeves that you put around your top loader. So yeah, here we go. So you put your perfect fit round, you put your top loader in, then you put your card holder sleeves around that, and then obviously that will help you in transit not have the card slip out of the top loader, which typically can be quite an issue if you're either sending products over for grading or just buying online and people supplying that for you. I mean, I had some where they'd got a top loader and had used some tape to stop it going over the top, but they hadn't isolated the tape, so as the card had migrated out of the perfect fit case, it was then stuck directly to the tape, the top edge of it. You peel that away and instantly you lose you lose that blue edge on the back, or could easily damage the hollow without a problem. Third good item, obviously there was loads of stuff in the goodie bag. We've got MagPro here. Let's try and get that a little bit nicer there. So MagPro Zion cases, two-part acrylic, I presume it's acrylic case with 4 magnets either side, and it comes with a label. So it's kind of like a DIY slab, kind of. You would then be able to sort of write the information on the label and then encapsulate the card which you're wanting to save, and obviously it's visible from both sides. Typically I think it would probably be good to be able to sell higher value items if you've got a lot of people sort of looking at a card. I mean, you can never improve from being able to really sort of get to feel a card and sort of check all the corners and the surfaces themselves. Anything locked behind plastic typically could be hiding some scratches, or anything behind plastic could be hiding small defects, which, yeah, there's nothing as good as being able to just check a card straight up. And then checking cards brings us to the last pretty good goodie, actually. I really like this. So this is the Subcenter. It's referred to as the subcenter.co.uk. This isn't a sponsor. I just very much like the product. It looks like it's just a little card magnifying glass here, so I don't know how well that sort of picks up, but yeah, it's quite easy then to just see sort of details in the card that that it's actually quite nice. It's very handy, and I mean, if for instance you had a fire lizard centering plate that we sell, they pair quite nicely together and could sort of go in your pocket. And they could be in your wallet, and anytime you need to check a card for a quick purchase and to make sure you are centered and avoiding very small blemishes and any damage, those two items could really really help out. But yeah, I very much like this. I kind of wish I had found this. I say technology, this sort of refracting lens that's very thin magnifying glass, pretty much. Very, very, very like that. That's going to be part of my EDC, I guess. But yeah, so London Card Show. What cards did we end up picking up? Well, there was such a selection. We were in there from 9 a.m. Really nice to get in before the majority of people got in. It was we were able to speak directly to vendors, take time looking through things. It just made for a bit of a better experience, being able to do that. As soon as it hit 10 o'clock, I mean, those 60 minutes went very quickly, but as soon as it hit 10 o'clock, it was just a wave of people. Everywhere was pretty much a corridor, but yeah, the majority of my purchases were actually made at the beginning. After that was the sort of sealed items that we'll then be looking to open in the over the coming week or so. Let's start with the sealed products first. So we managed to pick up pretty much at RRP one of the Paradox Rift ETBs. As you may have heard, depending on how many of our videos and shorts you've listened to in the past, we missed a lot of expansions. We were collecting during Sun and Moon, and then we missed the whole of Sword and Shield, and then the majority of Scarlet and Violet so far. We are coming in at the 151 stage, which I mean a lot of people are, but it meant that we missed a lot of nice stuff, some really good quality stuff, and Paradox Rift is one that I've been opening in tins and some trio blisters, and yeah, very very eager to master that following us finishing our Stellar Crown Master. But yes, we picked up this as sealed, and again we missed Pokemon Go. I've left the prices on the majority of things. We got the Paradox Rift for £40. I can't do the exchange into dollars, but it's pretty close to the RRP that we have, and the Pokemon Go again at 45. With it being so long since this was released in 2002, I felt that was a pretty good price to be paying, and yeah, very eager to get in to these and have a look. Before I'd picked this up, I'd actually got a couple of booster packs, just loose boosters of it, because again those were being sold at the LCS for it was around £4, so pretty much what you would expect for some recently released product. So to see older expansions at a lower cost was pretty awesome. Other sealed items that we picked up, apologies, they have already been opened. This was for my partner, but this is 151. I'm going to be doing a video later in this week. You'll notice I'll be wearing the same hat and t-shirt and letting you in behind the scenes here. I'm going to be recording it shortly, but yeah, talking about the differences and the range and what I really think about in regards to regionality and in Pokemon. The 151 um, is so sought after. Obviously, the SIRs in there. There's so many to name. I look at the singles. I'd love a Charizard. Seeing Charmander at the base of the volcano, Charmeleon working its way up, and Charizard resultingly flying out of it. Thematically is fantastic. I love it. The Bulbasaur at the riverbank, the Squirtle at the beach. All of these visually are so fantastic. But I'm there for the art. So when I saw this, when I saw any of the 151 in English, and seeing some of them being sold upwards of £200, and seeing individual booster packs being sold at £18, I saw this booster set and being offered 60 quid to £60 to pick it up is a no-brainer. It's easy decision to make. The opportunity to get our hands on that many cards was a very simple decision to make. So that was our third sealed item, which we collected today. We picked up, and then I got a lot of singles. But went through and managed to spend a lot of the time looking for Sylveon, and spent a lot of the time looking for Sylveon singles, and for my partner. But for me, for my sort of solo personal collection, I sort of enjoy Pokemon sort of occupation. It's a bit of a weird one, but I really like the timber construction. So obviously my background in furniture design and joinery, that card really drew me in. The roof being constructed, labourers working in conjunction with Pokemon to build a house, and then you have Drillbur working in the mines. There are the Machoke removal company. These are really fun SIRs, and for me, they're just super interesting. So whenever I find one that has sort of like an occupational twist, I think it's quite a fun theme to go. So we have the Alcremie sort of hostess-esque card here, full art, which I managed to get for £2. I was very happy with that. Hollow finish on that. We've got the Dipling here, again market trader on a stall selling what looks to be like toffeed apples, and even the detail of the guy with the mask on the back of his head. I just really like the quality of that art. Other things we got with the future release of Journey Together, having the opportunity to see a Pokemon and trainer, I thought smart money to be finding cards in good quality, good condition, that thematically will become more popular, I believe. So that's the Arcanine there. Obviously we've got Brock training there. That's a card I've liked for a while now. I like the hollow on it. Obviously anything with the original party of Ash, Brock and Misty are going to do well in my eyes, and I think still nostalgia effect. There's some really interesting things for those. Also picked up a Poke breeding there. I've got just, I think it's such a joyous card. It's really interesting there, really nice, and again with a Pokemon and trainers on there. Other cards that I got, I was filled with nostalgia. finding what is a very, very minty, very nice Pikachu from the Pokemon movie. Obviously, there was a promo card that was done the Black Star promo there on the side. This I had in my original collection. Obviously, seeing it at the movie, I remember getting that and this card here, the Dragonite as well from the same movie, same Black Star promo there. Just again a very, very nice quality card, very good finish, nice centres on it. So yeah, really liked that. A couple of other items that I picked up. We got tag team card here. I know that with Eevee Evolutions being popular, I know this is a popular card as well, but just quite a fan of the card itself, and seeing the very good condition of it in the Japanese, I had to get it. We've got Miraidon here. I absolutely love this art. Obviously we've got the Blood Moon. Here we go. Let's actually show you. We pulled it in the Master Ball recently, but we've got the Blood Moon Ursaluna here, and I just love the moon effect that's on that, the rich crimson moon here. Well, obviously the Miraidon is more of a cityscape. You're seeing it looking through a house, apartment, over the cityscape, and yeah, I just think it's really fantastic look to it. The card itself is beautiful. It's got some really nice details, like the small record player down in the corner. Just absolutely loved it. We also picked up a Lugia V. I think this is definitely a slept on card. This is really nice card, nice art. Obviously the full art with the boat is a big pull, but I think as a popular Pokemon, it's a dramatic pose, and the art itself has a lot of emotive sort of form in it, with it being over the water. I think it's really nice. Again, a very clean card here, so I jumped at the chance of picking that up. A couple that we've pulled in the master set, but seeing it at a very good price and knowing that there's very, very strong artwork. The Joltik, absolutely love this card and this art. We took us a little while to pull it, but it was a relief to get it and to again see it at a pretty good price there. I think this is something that will sort of grow, especially with more people tackling the master set. We got Gulpin here. I love it. As you can see, I'm a guy that likes his food anyway, but Gulpin tackling a whole cake all in once, I think visually is playful and fun, but also indicating what the Pokemon does and a little bit of lore around him is really nice. I honestly think this is a card that's going to do well coming up. Again, it's a very strong full art, and I'm glad I was able to pick it up. And then something that I don't normally do, and I sort of avoid, but yeah, this one just really caught my eye. Got a holo Gyarados. Obviously, I had this as a youngster. This was actually one of the first holos that I pulled when I was originally collecting this, and yeah, that nostalgia definitely caught me. The layout of the energies here, the artwork itself, I just think it's really awesome. The card itself is very nice. There's no creasing, there's no damaging. There's a very small amount of whiting that was up on the top. In no way do I think this is a 10, but this is something that I would be interested to see how grading would go on it. But just personally, I really like it, and I'm glad I've got it in my collection. So those were the main sort of finds and pulls while we were over at the London Card Show this weekend. It's going to be on again in April, I believe. It's sort of every other month from what I can understand. It's something that I'm definitely going to make sure I'm heading to. Had a really good time. Got to meet and speak to some really good new vendors, and yeah, looking forward to doing it again. Other than that, checked out Voltex, picked up a few binders. They had a good deal at show, so going to remember that in the future. That just need to wait until then and then stock up while they're at the show. But yeah, that was really it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in finding out about some guys' views on things happening in Pokemon, feel free to give me a like and subscribe. I'm enjoying doing this at the moment, and would love to have you along for the ride. But yeah, hope you have a good one.